Hi there, my name's Tori, and I'm so excited to show you my favorite way to apply my 3D foundation. So here's my palette. It's a 12, so it holds 12 tins, and these are all of my shades. This will be built and customized just for you, for your shades. So I've got two highlight shades in here. One is my main shade, which is the closest to my skin tone, and then a highlight shade for places you want to brighten. But your shade is going to range all throughout the year depending on whether it's summer, it's winter, you've got a tan or not. So these are all customized to you and what your needs are. Then contour. Contour brings shadows to the face where you want to maybe emphasize your cheekbones or de-emphasize a bigger forehead, carve out the jawline. I have two shades because I like options. Then there's bronzer. Bronzer brings that nice warmth and glow to your face, especially this time of year when we're inside most of the time and don't have a tan. Then illuminator. Illuminator just brings a little bit of light to areas where you want to maybe have a little bit of shimmer. So let's get started. I like to start with contour, and you can apply with a brush or with your fingers. I like to put my contour on with my fingers. So I'm just going to tap in with these creams. A little bit goes a long way. So you don't have to use very much at all. I'm going to put it along my forehead, along my cheekbone, just right below. You can feel it. And then just underneath my jaw. And then we'll blend that first. This is the detail brush. It's got a nice dense end and then a little end to get into the small areas. So I just blend this in up and towards the forehead because you don't want to stripe. And these creams are great for mature skin because they are light. They will not sit in wrinkles or pores. And they're buildable. Completely buildable to your preference of coverage. And it's all one layer. So that was the contour. And next we'll go in with main shade. This is the blush and bronzer brush, one of my favorites. So we're going to go in with the smaller end and pick up my main shade, just tap into it. And this is going to go right along my jaw, along my cheek. I'm not putting it here because I already have contour there. And it's called 3D foundation because your face is three-dimensional. It's not just one plane. So you need different colors in different areas of your face. And with the different colors, you're not having to add layer after layer after layer. So it also saves time. I'll just put a little bit on my forehead. I don't really need coverage up here, but I put some just to balance it out. Okay, next we're ready for brightening highlight. Now, the great thing about Seint is that you use these shades however you need them because they're yours and it's your makeup. So I need the brightening or the concealing right along here because I've got rosacea. So I make it work for me, and I'm going to use the small end of the detail brush and just tap into this lighter color, and I put it where I need it on my cheeks because I've already got the lightness under my eyes. So that diffuses some of that redness. And I don't need very much. There, and then I'll just add a little bit along my nose just to get some of the redness down there. And then I've got a couple of patches here on my chin. An old breakout there. We'll get that covered up a little bit more, and then one here. Get that blended in. And there you go. So those were the highlights. And next, we'll go in with some bronzer. So we'll take the fluffy end of the blush and bronzer brush and tap in to my bronzer. And we're gonna put this just on the high points of my face where the sun would normally hit. See, that just brings a nice amount of warmth. I don't want too much because I don't want it to look like I have a tan per se. And then a trick I like is to bring it down the neck, because a lot of times your neck is lighter. All right, then lip and cheek. I have that on this side. So I've got a wide range of colors, and then I also have my eyeshadows. That's why I like the 12. So today I'm going to go with Desert Sunset, and these are dual purpose creams, so I can use it as a lip color, and as a blush. So I like to put my blush above. I'm just putting the excess here. I put it above my contour, and I avoid my cheek area because that's where I have the redness already. But that's completely personal where you want to put your blush. So I don't need to clean this. These brushes are made for these creams. So I just tap in lightly and I add it above where I put the contour. Get the hair out of the way. And just out and towards my face. That adds a nice color. Okay, and then the last finishing touch. We're gonna go with rose gold. The rose gold illuminator. We call highlights illuminators. I know it's a little backwards, but you get the hang of it. And I'm just gonna lightly tap into this with my ring finger and just add some of that right above the blush, just for a nice sheen. A little bit on the tip of my nose, on the Cupid's bow here. A tad bit up here along my eyebrow, just to bring some lightness. And there you go. That's my favorite way to apply my 3D foundation.